you are all relatively intelligent people. Spheres to you. Drawing the sphere, just please write down these formulas. Here's my sphere, a little dash line here. The volume of a sphere. Oh, it looks like they throw a cylinder at us. Oh, why do they do that? Can't you just give me the formula? There it is. Volume of a sphere is, write this down, volume of a sphere equals 4/3 pi r cubed. 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. Okay, wouldn't be a bad one actually to commit to memory. I don't know why, but is it r cubed? It is r cubed. Yes, it is. By the way, you could also write it like this, aka 4 pi times radius times radius times radius over 3. They mean the same thing. Maybe it's easier to look at that way. It doesn't really matter to me. You kind of hope that the radius is a multiple of 3 so it'll cross out in the end, but make sure you get this down. That's the volume of a sphere. And the surface area of a sphere, I think we talked about this before. Anybody remember what it was? I don't remember where it came up, but I thought we talked about it. Surface area of a sphere is 4 times the area of the circle that it would be. Let me find it here just to make sure I have that right, because I thought I was wrong once, but I was wrong. It never gets old. Does anybody see where it is? There it is. Surface area of a sphere is 4 times pi times radius times radius. 4 pi r squared. In other words, if you have a ball and you have a circle that's the exact same size as the ball, just not 3-dimensional, it would take 4 of those circles to completely cover that ball. If you are wrapping a ball, did I tell you the story about the ball and the postal service that they lost it? Yeah, that's the way it works here. So, some examples of that simply would be this, children. We've got this sphere. We know that they give the dimension of this being 6 inches. If I'm asked to give both the volume and the surface area, it should be pretty simple. And I noticed on some of your homework papers, I will not mention any names for fear of offending a certain few. Please, people, I've seen the correlation between people who get problems right and people who write the formulas down on the paper rather than just throwing numbers down there even though they know the formula. Always start with writing the formula down. What did I say the volume was? 4 times pi times radius times radius times radius, all divided by 3. So if you plug the numbers into that, I mean, I see people not write this down and then they just start throwing numbers out there, and unfortunately many times they get that wrong. And you can leave it in terms of pi unless they tell you to use something for pi. So it's 4 times pi, what's the radius? If this whole thing is 6, the radius is 3. All over 3. One of those 3's will cross off on those 3's. You're going to end up with 9 times 4, which is 36 pi inches cubed. Stop me there if you didn't get that. I could have multiplied 3 times 3 times 3, got 27. 27 times 4 is 98. Divided that by 3. Wait, no, 108. 108? 27 times 4, 108. Stop me if you don't get that. Thank you, Corinne. Surface area is 4 times pi times radius times radius. And you end up with 4 times pi, and the radius is, again, 3 times 3. Oh, look it. Is it going to be the same? 36 pi. Now, so here's a question, and I know people would actually ask me this. Will I always get the same answer for surface area and volume of a sphere? No. Just happens that with the threes, they kind of worked out that way. Let's look and see if they give us a hard question. Oh, look at this. Wait, let me stop this. I will do, we will do